In the heart of the Adriatic, the city of Koper, Slovenia, opens its doors to the world of dance. Here begins the first championship of the dance sport heritage season, a celebration of elegance, rhythm and tradition. Champions and rising stars from all around the world meet where history meets the sea, bringing passion and artistry to every step. From the charm of Koper to the heartbeat of the dance floor, the dance sport heritage season begins here. Over 2,000 entries for hundreds of competitions over 4 days, but we'll be looking very closely at the Adult Standard, Adult Latin, Adult Master Standard and Adult Master Latin competitions just to find out who are going to be the champions of this tournament. Nikolai Danin and Natalia Serena, names that have defined excellence since the very first dance sport heritage event. Standing as 2 times undefeated professional world champions, a symbol of dedication, passion and perfection in motion, they announced their retirement from competition in Cowley this year, opening the floor to a new generation of champions ready to make their mark. They'll continue to inspire from the other side of the floor now as judges, and we caught up with them after the competition to hear their reflections on this special moment and their thoughts on the next era of dance sport heritage.
So actually, last night we saw professionals in standard, and to say honestly, I have first time watching professional standard because normally when we dance, I don't watch. So this time I watch, and I have to say that the quality is really great. And I think it's the best quality in the world in standard at the moment. So it was actually very interesting and nice to watch.
It's just different for us. The atmosphere is brilliant, like always, the warm public, the dancing is perfect, but it's for us to be in the middle of the floor and staying now in the judging panel is different for me. I feel very different.
Renowned for their technical excellence on the dance floor, we asked them what is the most important thing to protect in dance sport heritage.
The most important thing that we have all the fundamentals, all the historical approach of the, let's say, ballroom dancing, but now is dance floor.
At the end of their retirement show in Cowley, Nikolai surprised Natalia with a very special question. We asked for an update of when that special event is going to happen.
I have to say that Natalia still don't know the date, but probably I think I'm going to plan on December this year.
Really?
Oh,
course, were in third place last year. Who knows what they'll make it this year.
And we have seen a German couple and here an Estonian couple, Andres and Julia.
Such an international semi-final. Your husband Fabio looking very intently at these couples from behind his lead wall. The judges at this competition really have a tough job. With such great quality, such fantastic couples, and with all the novelties in this professional field, I'm sure they've got their job cut out for them this evening.
I think that all couples in the semi-final are showing a very great tango, good interpretation, clear line, and beautiful effect.
And with such an elegant atmosphere, such a great scenery, they're all dressed to the nines.
I think that the dresses they have tonight and the colors, they just look beautifully, and the expression also is telling that they are really enjoying the event and the competition, and it's always a pleasure to see all couples in this event.
And so the third dance, the Viennese waltz, starting with the Jacoban. And so the Viennese waltz, starting with the Jacoban ritmo. Andres and Julia. What are the qualities that you are looking for in the Viennese waltz, Marina, you as a judge?
The Viennese waltz must be very smooth, and I always look for a good shift of the body weight, precision in the footwork, and always I watch the line, the shoulder line, to see if there is tension or if they look very natural and expressive.
Francesco and Deborah and Roberto and Francesca definitely looking natural. And here we have Davide and Eleonora, a rising star couple, did very well at the Rising Star competition in Verona, looking to improve on that result.
And Ilenia and Ivan, another beautiful couple, they show the smoothness, the togetherness.
Thank you very much, competitors.
Beautiful.
And heat 2.
And let's see what Heat 2 has to offer. Now the Viennese waltz is considered one of the toughest dances. It looks so smooth and natural, but underneath that is a cyclic action that requires consistent movement and really takes a lot of energy.
The stamina is very important to effort this dance, because the speed must be constant and the movement must be fluid, and they need a lot of control through the muscles, to the leg muscles. Therefore, the energy they spend to maintain the control and at the same time to shift the body weight is very hard. It's a lot.
Well, they're all working hard, keeping a strong expression as they conclude this dance. So the classic slow foxtrot is the fourth dance in the semi-final, starting with Nikita and Alina, a very beautiful couple, and all the couples from the corner, the classic feather step, this outside partner position. What does that mean?
Outside partner position is a very difficult position because the man is moving outside the feet of the lady, and that position is very difficult because it creates difficulties in to maintain the togetherness of the center. So the two bodies has to stay together all the time in this position. That is very, very difficult.
A lot of technical study behind all of these dances. It's incredible how they manage to maintain such great posture, looking vertical all the time.
Beautiful 3 steps from Roberto and Francesca.
And some weave action from Davide and Eleonora.
And here we have Jacopo and Patricia, the Spanish couple. Very nice combination of outside partner and with sway.
Heat 2, starting from the opposite corners of the floor. And of course, the famous Bill Irvin used to say that you could judge a final based on just the feather step. It's great to see so many classic combinations on the floor again. See in the final some couples, all the couples, starting from the opposite corner, doing the feather step. What do you think, Marina?
I think that feather step is one of the most classic figure in foxtrot, and the first step has to show a beautiful drive action followed by a swing step and outside pattern position, very difficult position, and of course all the technique can be summarized in the feather step, so that is one of the main figure of the foxtrot. Together with the reverse weight that we are just seeing now from Giulia and Marco.
Just one dance left to go in the semi-final, which will be the quick step, of course. The last chance for the couples to pick up those marks and maybe make the final. Okay, so here we go with the first heat of the quick step, starting with Roberto and Francesca. And they've got to have their energy high right now.
And then we can see Nikita and Alina, the German couple, with their jumping and promenade position and running promenade.
They've got to be fit to look that good, move that fast, and dressed in their tail suit and their ballroom gown. Really fantastic preparation.
Super semi-final, I think, is a marvelous semi-final.
And that's the first heat. Let's see what the second heat has to offer. So here we go. Now, Marina, 8 couples on the floor. Everyone going around at top speed with their own choreography. It must be difficult to avoid other couples.
Yes, that is the floor craft. This is the ability to manage the distance between couples, to manage the floor, to be able to dance their own choreography without collision. And I think they are doing it very well. No collision at the moment. And they can still move quite fast, with control. That means they have great ability. That means they have good physical preparation. They are good trained.
Well, your mind has to be active and your body has to be ready. Otherwise, either you don't see the couple coming, or you're not prepared to stop, change direction, and do what you need to do. And these couples are all doing it, I'd say, perfectly. Not one collision in this whole, well, nearly, in this whole dance. Marco Chirigato and Giulia De Maio, a professional couple proudly representing Italy. Bronze medal winners at the World Games in Greece, they have proven their talent on the international stage. Currently ranked 3rd in the Professional Dance Sport Heritage Rankings, they continue to impress with their artist strength and power on the floor. We caught up with them to hear their thoughts on the competition and how they manage the focus, emotion and pressure that comes with competing at the very top of the sport.
When we dance in the competition, we try to remember to enjoy the competition and enjoy to dance together and to dance for ourselves.
With a lifetime dedicated to dancing, we asked Marco and Giulia how they started on their amazing journey in dance sport.
I started dancing when I was 8 years old. My parents started dancing and brought me to the school, and I fell in love with it. And then sometimes later I went away from dancing and for 7 years lived a normal life. Then a strange thing happened and life gave me a second opportunity. And I haven't stopped since.
I started dancing younger, 9 years old, and my parents was a dancing teacher, and I like this world from younger.
Their connection on the dance floor is undeniable, built on trust, shared vision and years of dedication. We wanted to know how this remarkable partnership began.
When we did a trial with Giulia, the feeling with her is perfect. Perfect. With our hands are very perfect.
For me, I understood straight away that Marco is a perfect partner for me.
Since 1982, Servima has been a trusted partner for oil and gas operators, offering advanced technical and environmental services at sea. Specializing in hydrocarbon remediation and pollution control, Servima secures both coastal and offshore sites from the Mediterranean to Northern Europe, restoring waters and protecting marine ecosystems. With decades of field experience, Yes, the choice of music at these competitions is so important. All the music is in phrase. All the tunes are classic, but being in phrase is so important for the dancers to be able to be musical within their choreography.
And you can see a combination of natural and reverse turn, some line, and reverse turn again for Nikita and Melina.
Patrick and Christine really enjoying themselves on the floor there. It's also great for him to be back on the